Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to join you virtually today at the University of Oxford. My name is Mariam Khalil, and I'm assistant lecturer at Future University in Egypt. I'm excited to share my research with you on the effect of board of directors diversity on firm performance, exploring how the composition of a company's board can shape its success. So welcome all. Here's the outline of the presentation. It's the introduction, research aims, literature review, research methodology, key findings, discussion, conclusion, recommendation, future research and limitation, and finally the Q&A. Today, I will discuss how diversity within the board of directors, whether in terms of gender, culture, or education, can influence how well firms perform. As firms face increasingly complex environments, understanding how high diverse boards contribute to strategic and financial outcomes has become more important than ever, especially in emerging markets like Egypt. To guide this study, in the research aims, to guide this study, we've outlined 4 main aims, starting from the board relationship between board diversity and performance, then narrowing down to explore gender, culture, and education diversity specifically. So this research shows mixed results on how board diversity affects firm performance, sometimes positive and sometimes negative. Maybe it depends on the context. First, the gender diversity can improve monitoring but may hurt performance in weak governance environment. Secondly, the cultural diversity affects how boards make strategic decisions, especially as internal diversity becomes more common. Lastly, the educational diversity may enhance performance by bringing varied expertise and perspectives. So overall diversity influences governance and value creation, but its effects depends on the firm structure and environment. So this study uses secondary data from 45 companies listed in the EGX 100 index, covering from year 2017 to 2022. This gives us a total of 270 firm year observations, which means we have consistent data over 6 years for each company. The sample includes companies from various sectors in the Egyptian Stock Exchange, providing a good representation of the market. Our study shows that the overall board diversity helps improve firm performance. Having more female directors is linked to better company results. And the cultural diversity has mixed effects, but can help firms compete globally. Finally, the educational diversity leads to better decision-making and stronger performance. And the statistical tests confirm these diversity factors positively affect financial measures like the ROA and the ROE, the return on assets and the return on equity. So the discussion, our findings show that the board diversity positively influences firm performance by bringing different perspectives and skills to decision-making. Like gender diversity strengthens governance, while cultural diversity can help firms compete internationally. And overall, the results support the idea that having diverse help companies perform better and adapt changing business environment. In conclusion, our study shows that board diversity in terms of gender, culture, and education has a positive effect on how well firms perform. And the diverse boards bring different ideas and skills that improve decision-making and help companies adapt to change. Therefore, promoting diversity in the boardroom is important for the better governance and stronger business results. So here's the recommendation to promote gender and cultural diversity on boards, provide diversity training for board members, measure and monitor diversity progress with the KPIs, foster a board culture that values diverse perspectives, and conduct cross-country studies on board diversity and performance. And lastly, to explore how diversity impacts different industry and sectors. Moving to the future research and limitation, this study has some limitations. It only looked at companies in the Egypt's EGX 100, as I said before, and used secondary data, which might limit detailed insights. For future research, it would be useful to study companies in other countries and industries to go international. Also, using interviews or surveys could give a deeper understanding of how board diversity affects firms. And finally, more research could explore the long-term effects of diversity on company sustainability. And thank you.